Hello and welcome back to our training where we talk about how you can get more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. And on our training today, we're going to continue talking about the process of effectively and efficiently working through our prospects. But before we get into that, once again, my name is Jeff Osnes. I'm your host, I'm your trainer, I am your tour guide as we talk about the Prosperity Central system. And what is the Prosperity Central system? It is an online contact management system designed to help you manage, organize, and follow up with your prospects in an effective and efficient way. It was specifically designed for the network marketing industry. However, anyone in sales can really benefit by taking advantage of this powerful tool. So if you know somebody in sales or network marketing, take a moment now and share this video with them so that they can start to learn about this amazing tool. Now let's get into our training today. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to continue talking about building out the process that we can take all of our prospects through so we can effectively and efficiently work our data. We can follow up with our prospects and not let a single one fall through the cracks. And today, more specifically, we're going to talk about calling through that data as we have contacts flowing into our system. Once again, whether we're adding them manually or if we're driving people to a capture page or form code that's bringing people into our system, or if we're using the import option through Phone Burner, we're going to be driving contacts into the top of our funnel. We're bringing all these contacts into the top of the funnel, and now it's up to us. Now it's your job to make sure that you're talking to these people on a regular basis. You're reaching out, connecting to people effectively, and you're not letting people fall through the cracks. But you want to do that as quickly as possible as well, right? Like, let's say, for example, here I've got my sample contacts in here. I've got 83 of them that are in the C1 call one. They need to receive their first phone call. They have not been called yet. I want to make sure that I call through this data as quickly as possible. And one of those options is what's referred to as a basic dial session. It's found under this menu right here, basic dial session. So I can come in here to my C1 call one list, select all of my records, click on this menu and go down to basic dial session. What that does is it takes all of those contacts, it prepares all of those contacts and puts them all together kind of like dominoes, one right after the other. So here you can see I've got prospect 1 of 83. So they're all kind of queued up, ready for me to start working through them. I can bring up a script if I want to have a script up on the screen. And that'll allow me to make sure that I stay on point as I'm talking to or working through these prospects as they're answering the phone. I have all of their contact details over on the right-hand side, all of their basic contact information, including any custom information, any custom data that I may need to review or update during the call. And then I have my notes here where I can add notes, I can review past notes. All of this information is right there, front and center, ready for me to access as I'm calling through my contacts. So now all I do is I pick up my phone and I call, in this case, the flash. And when I'm done talking to the flash, I update the record. Let's say I talk to the flash and we have a great conversation. So I move him into, let's say, my interested folder. So he's somebody who's interested. So I move him to the interested folder and I make my notes, insert a timestamp. Then I come up here and let's see here. If he's interested, if I haven't closed the deal, I better schedule an appointment with him. So I click on my schedule appointment. That brings up my calendar. And then I choose the date and time of our appointment. Save and close. Once I've updated everything that I need to update that is related to that contact, I then click Save and Next Call. That puts the flash away, puts him away, and I don't have to think about him again until either my appointment, the next time I need to follow up with him, or whatever that might be. So now let's say I'm calling Iceman. Bring up my script again if I want to have a script up here. Review my notes, review the details related to that contact, make my phone call. Now let's say he doesn't answer. We don't connect. I leave a voicemail, whatever that might be. I don't move him anywhere. I don't schedule an appointment. I don't schedule any follow-ups. I just add a note. Then I hit Save and Next Call. And so now I'm calling the Black Canary. Once again, bring my script up here if I want the script. Review my notes, call the contact, based on call outcome, insert timestamp, save and next call. Now let's say I'm calling Starman here. Starman picks up the phone. We have a good conversation. He says, hey, give me a call back next week. So I click on follow up, enter a follow-up date, save it. Once I'm done, add my notes, save and next call. And I'm just going to work through my contacts. I just need to make sure that I'm moving my contacts into the appropriate folders based off of the call outcome. I'm updating the fields based off of the call outcome, and I'm adding my notes. And that's it. Doing that is going to allow me to effectively and efficiently work through my data so I can be hyper-focused on my prospecting. When I'm out of time, I just close the window here. That exits me out of the dial session, out of that basic dial session, and you'll see that the list that I was calling through is now updated. Where I had 85 or whatever it was before, I'm now down to 78 because the others that I've called, the ones that I've worked, have now been taken out of this view because they no longer qualify. And for example, if I go to the C1 call again, they don't show up here yet because it's not time to call them again. Or if I go to C1 callbacks, I'm only going to see the ones that have a callback date for today. And all of my other contacts are tucked away nicely in their respective folders. So I don't have to think about them. I don't have to worry about them until it's time for me to think about them or worry about them based off of the saved searches, based off of the appointments that I've set, all of that stuff. I can just focus on these saved searches. I can just make sure that I'm constantly working through these and making sure that I'm clearing these buckets out every day. And that's how you can really power through your calls. You can be hyper-focused on your calls and making sure that you're getting things done quickly and efficiently. So as you can see, Prosperity Central is here to help you boost sales and growth. It's a super simple system that helps you present your opportunity, organize your contacts, track your contact activities so you know who to focus on and when to focus on them. There is a 2-tier affiliate program built in so that you can start building a second income stream, all while helping your team take advantage of tools they should be using anyway. It is mobile friendly and it is priced just right. Now, speaking of price, there are 3 account levels: basic, professional, and premier. The basic account is free for life. That's so that everybody on your team has no excuse not to have a Prosperity Central account, so they can plug into you and your training. Now, for those that are serious about building a business, they should upgrade to the professional. $24.95 a month gives them everything they need to manage, organize, and follow up with their prospects. And then the premier account for $49.95 a month gives you all the tools to create and share customized content with your organization, including a training page. Now, if you don't have a Prosperity Central account, you need to go get one today. Go to prosperitycentral.biz. Once again, prosperitycentral.biz. Go there now and set up your account so that you can start getting more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. Thanks again, and happy prospecting.